Alright, I'm back from vacation, and so is My Little Pony, and actually sooner than I thought it was going to be. I heard it was going to be on break a little longer here, so yeah, I can't get a break from cutesy-looking horses. Like, even on vacation, I ended up getting roped into this skee-ball horse racing game with my dad and my brothers, and several rounds of it, I won about 4 or 5 of these, so... Okay, it's... there is no escape, apparently. But, anyway, so, okay, today's episode is called Stranger Than Fanfiction, and, I made sure not to hear anything about it going in, just trying to make this a fresh start, so, okay, here goes nothing, ready, go. Daring Do. Okay, I lied a little. I did see that it involves Daring Do and a fan convention, but I mean, plot-wise, I made sure not to hear anything. Whoa. Okay. Double time. Wait, yeah, she can fly. What's...
Well, don't stop there. You read I pack. That's the deal.
Sorry, Rainbow Dash. I just keep thinking about how much fun you're gonna have at the Daring Do convention. I wish Princess Celestia didn't need my help with the Friendship Summit in Griffinstone.
Don't worry. I'll make sure AK Yearling signs your book. I can't believe she's gonna be there.
What happened to reading it? Whoa.
Which, I guess, will be cool for all those other fan ponies. But since you and I know AK Yearling personally, and we know that she's secretly Daring Do herself,
Just
it's
needed to
no
reestablish that.
convention will be fun, but it's nothing to get too excited about.
She's trying.
Excited?
Sweet, but yeah. Oh, poor Twilight.
My little pony, my little pony.
Okay, well, so far so good. I mean, I guess that was mainly just reestablishing Daring Do stuff and establishing the plot, but, okay. I mean, the crossing bridge, that was fun for what it was. I wanted that to keep going. I feel like it didn't really give us the, you know, real money shot in that sequence, but, okay, yeah, like, nothing, no boulders, no, just like the bridge starts to collapse, and, but okay, but, you know, establish that Rainbow Dash and Twilight are the two biggest fangirls.
All-inclusive, one-of-a-kind adventucation where you get to live the Daring Do experience.
No thanks. Did that already.
Nice, okay, so...
This is the awesomest thing ever.
Now this is something that only a true fan can appreciate.
They even put the tiles in the right order.
Good catch. Oh, I'm Quibble Pants. Nice to meet you.
Rainbow Dash. Nice costume.
You too.
Thanks. The hard part was figuring out the right number of arrow holes.
Because on page 84 of Sapphire Stone, it describes her dodging a, quote, score of arrows shooting forth from holes in the very walls, unquote. But then, on page 107, Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage of arrows, unquote. But clearly, Daring Do is embellishing, and the correct number of arrows is 20!
Yeah, I mean, I'm over-detailed on a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever gone that far. I mean, overly detailed. Aww. I'm guessing they got that wrong. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I'm so glad I ran into you. And even though I knew the convention would be totally awesome, it's more fun when you're with someone who really knows Daring Do.
I know what you mean. It's so hard to find a pony who really gets it.
That's weird. We've only done stuff from the first trilogy. After lunch, we should probably start working our way back through the other books.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There are no other books.
Purist.
Daring Do in the Trek of the Front Towers, Daring Do in the Many Faces.
Please don't. Just don't even mention the titles. I'm not saying those books don't exist. I'm saying that I refuse to acknowledge them.
Why?
Because they're horrible!
Oh my god, they just locked onto something so true.
What? I know for a fact that
could you possibly know that?
I just do.
Well, that's a compelling argument.
Why would you even come to this convention if you hate Daring Do so much?
I don't hate Daring Do. The first series was smart and cool and an amazing
first
novel
series.
of time serialized adventure books that somehow manages to be self-reflexive and ironic while at the same time celebrating the art form without a hint of cynicism. Which is why I came here to ask A.K.
Whoa, he's a good critic.
A muzzle, why she sold out and dumbed down the rest of her books and into just a series of impossible action sequences.
Okay, now I know you're crazy. A.K. Yearling is awesome, and every Daring Do book that comes out is better than the last.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, but I could never be friends with some pony who's willing to believe impossible stuff is possible as long as Daring Do does it.
That's okay, because I could never be friends with some pony who's so focused on things being possible that he's willing to turn his back on the coolest hero of all time.
Fine.
As much as I want to say that's too much, I think that
Look,
might be
tell
just a
A.K.
bit
Yearling
accurate
that
as well.
Dash is here, and I need her help to convince a know-it-all pony that everything Daring Do's ever done actually happened. Rainbow Dash?
Oop.
A.K. I've got to talk to you. It's an emergency. Not here.
She thinks it's that kind of emergency.
Now tell me, what's going on? Is it Caballeron? Did you see him?
What? No. But there is a pony downstairs who thinks everything you've written after the first trilogy is totally unrealistic and terrible. And I need you to help me prove to him that it's all totally possible.
I've got bigger problems on my hoofs than dissatisfied fan ponies. Whoa.
Daring Do don't compromise.
And Caballeron wants it.
Don't change for no one.
But the amulet's only a key. The real treasure is hidden in a lost temple. The seven-sided chest of Chico Mazstock. Caballeron wants to sell it to the highest bidder, of course. Which is why I need
Oh,
to find it
Caballeron,
first.
he's the guy that got away in the last Daring Do episode,
Another
right?
awesome Daring Do adventure.
Okay.
But
So,
what are you doing here?
it's been a
Since
while since I
haven't found
reviewed
the
the last
temple,
episode. By the way, I thought the last episode was decent, but
Security,
I
like
didn't
that
really hit
trouble.
its stride until the third act, and even then, it needed to be 20% cooler. It's the third act should have been a 10 on the excitement scale, and it was instead like a 6 or a 7, like pulling rings off a
Does a
pole. Like,
pony who only likes your first trilogy
But still
qualify as
decent.
suspicious? Just checking.
okay, so Rainbow Dash is teamed up with Daring Do now to look for.
I find all this
Someone
fanfare
suspicious.
on my arch enemy disturbing.
So, but before you side with Rainbow Dash too quickly, keep in mind that this is like almost a perfect stand-in for the prequel trilogy, now that I think about it, with Star Wars, and I mean, like, I don't think any fan, if Rainbow Dash were the stand-in for that, no fan would be siding with her.
I don't want to spend any more time in this place than I have to.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. A lot of distractions, but... Oh,
Well, if it isn't the pony who knows impossible things can happen because she just does.
Ugh. Sorry, Quibble. I've got more important things to do than argue with a pony who thinks awesome means unrealistic.
No, wait. I want to hear more about how you're 100% sure that in Curse of
Just
the Jungle
can't let
Queen,
it go.
Daring Do could survive a 60-story drop from the top of a waterfall after sustaining a broken wing in a Category 6 rapid.
Obviously, her wing wasn't broken. Caballeron.
See, now that's a great character. Solid backstory, good motivations.
No. Caballeron is right there.
Of course he is. He's also over there, oh, ooh, over there, and over there. Where are you going? And we're out here because...
Daring Do told me that Caballeron came to this convention to steal the amulet of Kukulkan, and I just saw him and his head ponies come this way.
Okay, I'm gonna head back inside. There's just a little too much crazy out here for the both of us.
no kidding. Ooh. They're good. I guess they
I do
remembered
not know
Rainbow.
what Daring Do is playing at, but if she told you two fan ponies of my plan to steal the amulet, you must work for her.
Caballeron! Ha! What do you have to say now, Quibble?
this was your plan to prove the Daring Do books are realistic? You bought a Daring Do experience adventucation. Really?
What? No! Oh, look around us! Inch ponies, Cavaleron, it took forever to get to. This is the real deal!
Right. We're actually being held captive by Cavaleron. Please, this guy's accent is all over the place. So what's the you kidnapped us and taken us to the middle of nowhere because...
A temple of Chico Monstock is somewhere in this jungle. When I find it, the seven-sided chest is as good as mine. I just need the amulet of Kulakon to unlock it.
Uh-huh. And Daring Do has the amulet, so you came up with this overcomplicated plot to lure her into the jungle and exchange it for us.
I wouldn't call it overcomplicated, but yes.
Okay, we're done here. Great work. Seriously, very believable. Listen, pal, you can
Happened to
keep
getting
her
hit.
money, but I'm not...
Going anywhere. You may not approve of my plan, but I'm the mastermind here.
Debatable.
And I say, you will remain here until Daring Do comes to rescue you. And if she wants you back in one piece, she will give me the amulet. Tie them up!
Okay, why could Rainbow Dash not escape before this?
You know of it. Further proof that you are an agent of Daring Do.
Or an avid reader.
And now,
And, like,
I will
seriously.
continue my search for the temple.
Why does
Don't go.
Rainbow Dash become way more helpless whenever it involves Daring Do?
Listen, if I pretend to believe this nonsense is real, will you call off the hench pony repertory theater over there?
They're not gonna listen to me. They abducted us both.
Oh, wow. So you're gonna stick with that script. Oh, okay, fine. We're in a Daring Do adventure.
What was that?
Daring Do, thank goodness, we're over here.
Fan out! We can't let Daring Do rescue these two.
All four? I mean, shouldn't at least one of them stay behind to guard us? Oh, wait, no, because then it wouldn't be a terrible Daring Do adventure.
It doesn't matter. We'll never stop the
Okay, I'm sure this joke is gonna get old eventually, but for now it's hilarious.
Okay, that was pretty good. Quick, we've got to get out of here and warn Daring Do.
No, wait. Just point me to the hotel and you can play fan pony and hunt treasure out here all day long.
Fine. Let's just say this is a Daring Do adventurecation. The only way to get back to the convention is to go through it. So just follow me and I'll lead you out. Deal?
Fine.
Maybe if I just leave you in the jungle, it'll convince you.
Which would make Daring Do left hook, which we know is false, and that is everything that's wrong with Daring Do and the trek to the terrifying tower. Now, the problems with the next book are even... Oh, right. What Daring Do adventure would be complete without the precarious rope bridge?
Fly across it.
Look, I'm all for making things feel as real as possible, but are these adventurecation ponies sure this thing is safe?
Is it too realistic for you? Wouldn't want that on a Daring Do adventure, would we?
If this were really a Daring Do adventure, I'm sure I'd step on the wrong plank at exactly the wrong moment. Good thing this is all just a pretend adventure. At least we know all of this struggling won't make the bridge fall apart. You need to get your money back.
Come on, Rainbow Dash can carry 4 ponies. This is not realistic.
How's that for not possible?
That was awesome! I thought we... And then you began the flying. Well, and I was like, where are you going? And then you swerved, and I was on the water and the rocks. Wow!
Yeah, if you read that in a book, you might even think it was unrealistic.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I mean, we could have been done for. We could have been done for. What kind of adventurecation is this? I mean, that's just bad business. What are these ponies thinking?
Right now? We are thinking that we should thank you for escaping. For you have led us directly to the lost temple of Chico Mosto.
How does that work? They just randomly fell there? And Rainbow is...
Make sure they are secure this time. We can't have them escaping again.
You'll never get away with this!
Won't I? You've led me to the temple, and daring do is too noble to let harm befall their companions, so the amulet is as good as mine. What? No witty remarks this time about how silly my plan is?
This isn't the official Daring Do experience adventucation, is it?
Finally!
It's some cheap knockoff run by a bunch of incompetent ponies that have no idea how to execute this adventure with any level of safety. Ugh. What was that with the bridge? We were in serious danger. I'm reporting you all to... Well, I don't know who I'm reporting you to, but it's gonna be some pony important. Oh, and this cut-rate excuse for an experience hasn't proved anything except that I'm right. It has all the hallmarks of a lame Daring Do adventure.
Quibble?
No, I'm talking. Generic jungle locations? Check. Overly complicated villain plot? Check. Random coincidences that conveniently get us to the next big set piece? Check.
Watch where you are stepping, you fool!
Listen, buddy, I don't take orders from some second-rate performer who learned acting from the supervillain school of bad accents. The only thing
Wow, he's kind of a douche, actually.
Giant, Aoi-Zodo wannabe monster, and I have a feeling that would be a bit too much for you bargain basement adventurers to pull off. You're real. This is real. This is real!
But that, after all that convinces him, that's what convinces him.
I told you to warn me if anything suspicious. Not run off on an adventure without me.
Whoa, whoa, you're real! You're friends with her?
We'll have to do introductions later. Right now, we have to...
You get out of here, yes! Thank you!
Actually, no.
What?
We can't leave without the treasure. And we should probably get to it before our friend gets any higher. Whoa. 7 doors, 7 locks. One of them leads to the treasure. I'd rather not think about what the others lead to.
Yeah, the classic pony and the tiger bit. All you have to do is...
Maybe you should let Daring Do figure it out.
Oh, excuse me. Not that one.
Okay, this guy... Wish they would let this guy be a little more redeemable. He's getting a little
Is he
annoying.
always like this?
Yeah, but he's usually right.
Which lock do you think it is?
Oh, finally. Look, each door has another door that matches. These two both have earth ponies fighting serpents. These two have Pegasi fighting griffins. These two have unicorns fighting bears. But this one...
Has an alicorn on it. It's the only one without a match.
It's actually more obvious than you'd think.
I've been
but,
asking myself that ever since book 4.
it's a little harsh. If he's wrong...
The 7-sided chest of Chico Maztak. Guys.
The way out is totally covered. How are we gonna get out of here? There!
Seriously, do you ever not escape out of the top of a temple?
We'll have to carry Mr. Adventure Critic
What's
out
he
with us. It won't be fast enough. We'll never make it.
Guys! I think Rainbow Dash and I have this covered.
What's he even complaining about, though? It's not like she can do something about reality.
Around, you can't go over him!
Go over him? Are you crazy? If Quibble says go over him, go over him.
You two are insane!
You said go over him.
I said go around him!
And I said be quiet.
This way! I heard
Okay, I got it. Let's create a fake treasure out of mud and rocks, give that to Caballero, and then when...
Not every daring do plan has to be super complicated.
Ah! I swear I heard them!
That works.
Not particularly original or inspired, but it worked.
Who were you again?
He's a fan.
Uh-huh. There's some stairs on the other side of the temple that lead out of the ravine. I suggest you two take them and head west.
What about you?
I've got to get this to a museum. Thanks for your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Both of you.
So, maybe the later books are slightly more realistic than I gave them credit for. Still don't like them.
What? How can you...
Wait, hold on. Before we get in another fight, I think I finally figured it out. I love the daring do that solves puzzles and uses her brain to get out of tough situations. And she did way more of that in the original trilogy. You love the daring do that is brave and awesome and comes out on top no matter what the odds.
Okay.
And that's okay. We might never agree on what makes daring do cool, but you are definitely cool. I mean, the way you saved me on the bridge? Wow. And escaping from the temple, you, Rainbow Dash, are awesome.
Well, I'm not the one who can locate a treasure in half the time Daring Do can. You may have terrible taste in books, but you're pretty awesome yourself. In a brainy egghead puzzle-solving kind of way.
I guess we don't have to agree on everything to get along. Friends?
Definitely friends.
Do you think A.K. Yearling would consider letting me write the next book? I think I can make things way clearer. I mean, for instance, in the second adventure, there's a side character. I don't want to kind of name it right now because it's sort of this thing that I've already written a lot of fan fiction on. I don't want, not that I'm saying that you would steal it, but I am saying that this would totally go along my whole thing about puzzle solving, except what if each puzzle that was solved unlocked a new karate move? Think of it that way, right? I mean, I'm kind of a yearlight myself, so I'm sure she'd be open to...
Quibble?
Sorry.
Okay, well, actually, for starters, full credit where it's due. That is a much, much better exploration of, well, critiquing, reviewing, differences of opinion all the way around the globe there. Then, what is it? Spice Up Your Life. That is the answer to all of my complaints about that. Because I mean, when we have the guy who's really critical about everything, and he is kind of annoying. I mean, and there are people who always want to just assert their opinion and have it be heard. I mean, because I mean, hey, it's easy. If you think hard enough about, why you if that's your fascination, thinking about figuring out why you like something and what you want to see more of, then you've thought about a lot, and there's not a lot of people. Well, not everyone's willing to listen to that. At least not the unabridged version or the coherent edited version that you can put in a 6-minute runtime. But anyway, but yeah, on the other hand, I mean, there's a lot that he is right about that he is able to pick up, and there's, I guess, a preference he points out at the end more than anything that he's able to speak to, and I mean, yeah, there's, just different appeals sometimes, and I mean, that's okay, and actually, I think that, I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually the show commenting on itself with, yeah, some people prefer the earlier seasons, some people prefer the later seasons. Nobody, I think, prefers season 6 just yet, because, I've thrown around the word present bias a lot, but probably should have mentioned, that usually involves, if there is present bias towards something in the future, there's usually some kind of escalation involved, either making something bigger or more of something you liked, and not necessarily better delivered, but more of it, and or doing something new, quote unquote. And season 6 has actually, I think, sort of downscaled a bit, which might be why absolutely no one prefers it, but so far, that is. But okay, so, but yeah, people, I mean, actually there's a lot of debate on what it is people who like the older seasons versus the newer seasons prefer, so I mean, this could be actually kind of a nice bridge for fans to meet each other on, or kind of a nice, what's the word? Alms branch? Well, anyway, but that aside, also though, I mean, you saw my reaction to some of that guy's lines. I mean, this was a pretty funny episode. I think it was very clever that, yeah, he, I mean, they really actually, that's a great idea to make use of the fact that Daring Do, it turns out, is real as of her last appearance, that, yeah, somebody gets stuck in a Daring Do adventure and starts critiquing everything they don't like about it, and I mean, and actually, like, a lot of those lines were like a perfect recreation of what you'll hear from a lot of internet critics these days, and I mean, just very clever and very fun. Like, I love that. The real, what's his name? I've already forgotten the villain's name. I remember Owie Zodel. Don't remember accent guy's name, but yeah, his accent is all over the place. That was, I mean, that actually, I'm wondering if I almost wanted them to reveal that he's not actually from where he's trying to, or his accent would suggest he's from, that he's trying to fake that for one reason or another. That would have been hilarious, but if he happened to be right about that. But I mean, as is, you know, still very funny. I mean, they might have played 2-1 note with what was the guy's name? Doodle. I don't remember. But yeah, they might have played 2-1 note with him constantly saying the same thing and like having the same reaction even after the adventure is real. Like, I would have liked to see more of the side of him we saw at the beginning, where he's really excited to be exploring the thing he loves with Rainbow Dash, and you know, they were actually really cute together. I mean, this is, if I know anything about how fan fiction works, this is going to spawn a ton of it. Like, this is, they actually created someone who goes with Rainbow Dash pretty well, at least in that first scene, and maybe in a counterbalanced sort of way goes with her too. So I mean, you know, this is going to be fan fiction galore, and I don't think any Rainbow Dash really, well, besides Applejack and Pinkie Pie, okay, besides them, I don't think, yeah, Rainbow Dash has really been paired with anyone else that much, so, what can you do? So, yeah, he doesn't have much competition, but, okay, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna have to, rank that. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind later, but I mean, I don't know, other than the thing with the fan pony just maybe going on a little too much, but even then they gave him funny stuff to say, so can't take too many points off for that. I think that's this season's second great episode, so, I mean, hey, big points there. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was very clever, very well done, very smart, very fair, so yeah, this is what Spice Up Your Life should have been, and okay, probably my favorite episode of the season so far, even. So, alright, well done, really hope to see more of that. Hope you're having a good week, I'll talk to you later.